The accomplishments over the last 80 years, I think, are pretty indicative of who we are. We started out providing just electrical service. By today's standards, very primitive. But over the past 80 years, we've recognized the changing industry, not only in the delivery of electric power, but also other technologies. So the big picture is certainly imperative in carving our own way.
2018 was a transitional year for GVEC. It was the first year that we implemented fully our electrician services. We recognized an opportunity to bring in our own in-house electricians to install the solar, and along with them being able to install the solar, expand into other electrician services as well. Also in 2018, we've experienced growth in our existing markets. We have seen significant growth in our internet service with the expansion of fiber to the home. A record year in regard to the sales and installation of heating and air conditioning systems, and we had a record year in regard to the number of rooftop solar systems that we've installed as well. As excited as we are about the growth that we have experienced for the services that we offer, the one thing that we do not ever want to lose sight of is maintaining the quality of the services and products that we offer at GVEC.
There's been a significant amount of growth this past year, and the board has been pleased with the quality of service that has been maintained. We recognize that to meet the needs of the membership that we have to meet the growth requirements, but it's also paramount that we are able to maintain a high level of quality of service for the members. We operated for the first 20 years. GVEC.net is an independent company, but we recognize there were efficiencies in making it a division of the electric cooperative. One major advantage is a tax advantage, which saves us money, which we're always happy for the membership when we can save some money, but also operationally, it's increased the efficiencies of having the employees within one company, and those efficiencies are certainly of benefit to the members. That always makes us happy as a board because, that's our charge to the membership, is to do this in the most efficient way that we can. Another milestone this year was us entering into a contract with the City of Gonzales to provide services for them to operating and maintaining their system. It was a first for us. Over the years, we've looked at ways to assist our neighbors, and when it brings benefit to both parties, then it's a good deal. These milestones are not only an opportunity for us to increase the bottom line for our members, but also for us to partner with our communities, which is who we are as a cooperative.
We feel that education is a pillar of our community's success now and into the future. And it was this last year that we formed another partnership with the Stockdale Independent School District. It's a very small rural school district in Stockdale, Texas. One of the ways that we were able to come in and partner with the school district is through extending fiber optics from Lavernia into Stockdale and giving them that high-speed internet access that they deserve. Before, they were getting 50 megabits per second. Today, they're getting well over 500 megabits per second. I mean, they have this in the cities. The larger school districts have it, but not out in the rural areas. And only GVEC was there to make this happen. We celebrated our 80th anniversary in 2018. I'm proud of the successes that we have enjoyed over the last 80 years, and look how far we've come, and we're just getting started.
GVEC's advanced our grid over the last couple of years, really through the building of more and more fiber optic communications. But in addition to that, we never lose sight and focus on maintenance of the existing infrastructure. It reduces the amount of time that consumers are out of power, but in addition to that, it reduces the number of times that members will experience an outage over the course of a year. GVEC over the last few years has been heavily involved in what we call the convergence of our two infrastructures. One being the electric side of our business, along with the internet side of our business. These two products are really kind of naturally marrying together. It makes our grid more efficient, it helps us understand how well the grid is performing, and it helps us restore and resolve outages. But it also provides another methodology for us to provide quality internet service in and around some underserved areas. Internet today is really kind of like it was for electricity 80 years ago. The need for electricity out in these rural communities. We're building fiber infrastructure now, and we're working our way out into these rural communities to help bridge this digital gap, because if we don't do it, nobody else will. Today, more than ever, we live in a connected society. I mean, between smart homes and smartphones, your air conditioning units and appliances that are now controllable via Wi-Fi. So with that, there will continue to be growth in the amount of bandwidth and the necessity of being able to serve those products inside of the home. In 2018, GVEC.net surpassed the 12,000 customer mark, which is a major milestone for us. As well, we passed an additional 6,200 homes with our fiber to the home product. Some of those major milestones that we accomplished were a gigabit city that we built in the town of Marion, where we passed over 500 homes. We passed another 1,250 homes in the Shiner community, and none of that would have been able to be accomplished without the participation of the city and the leadership and the involvement that they had in helping us make that project a reality. Being ahead of the curve is being proactive. Connect.gvec.net is a very proactive way of providing member input about a need and a want for quality internet service in and around the areas where you live. We actually use that as one of our tools in setting up where we actually will potentially deploy projects in the future. So I would absolutely encourage people to go out to connect.gvec.net and express your interest in us bringing quality internet service to your community.
At GVEC, we're always looking for ways to help our members take control of their energy costs. We've continued to grow the solar cells for our members. In fact, we more than doubled our solar cells in 2018 from 2017. We have implemented the first full year of our Sun Hub project, which is the community solar project, which gives our members the opportunity to purchase solar power from GVEC directly if they choose to. And we've been involved with what we call rush hour rewards. And this is where a member can install a Nest thermostat at their home, which certainly gives them greater control of the energy usage from a heating and air conditioning perspective. But it also gives GVEC the ability to control demand during those peak hours of the very hot summer that then helps to control our costs for all members. Also, it's an opportunity for our members to save even further, because if you participate in the program, GVEC will pay you $30 for each thermostat that you have installed for participating during the 4 summer months.
At GVEC, we really see our work as more than a job. It's a purpose for us to come together to serve the communities and really thinking about how we can shape our work. And we do that in various ways throughout the year, but specifically in 2018, we hosted our first ever GVEC Gives Back event. So what we decided to do was host a 5K, a color fun run, and we hosted that in Seguin. Throughout the run, you have different color stations where you throw colored powder on all the runners. And so you'd have a blue station and pink station and yellow station. So the biggest goal at the end of the race, we want to see you covered head to toe. So we had children and dogs, employees and organizations that helped sponsor the event, everybody participating in the event and just having fun together. Just coming out of that event, we were able to raise $23,000, and we split that money between 2 of the organizations within our communities, Children's Advocacy Centers in Seguin and in Gonzales. We wanted to do something that would bring us together in the same ways, but would also benefit the community in a big way too.
As a cooperative that's over 84,000 meters strong, we have a tremendous opportunity to give back to our membership through our Power Up program. In 2018, we distributed over $270,000 in grants, and that brought our total since 2012 to over $2.1 million. Also in 2018, we were able to give back $53,000 in financial assistance to our members for their electric bills, and that brought our total since 2012 to over $411,000. Another way we were able to make a difference this year was to be able to offer the first ever Northwest Lineman's College Scholarship to Ty Oliver of Gonzales. The only way we were able to do that is through the talents of our linemen that competed in the 2017 Texas Lineman's Rodeo. And we're so proud of them and all the employees that participate in things like this so we can then pass the benefits on to our members. The Power Up grants and scholarships are great examples of how we're striving to give back to our communities. But we also know that the way to get better is to listen to feedback from our members and our customers as well. And for that reason, we launched a campaign this year called You Share, We Care. That was to encourage our members that have interacted with GVEC at any level to go out onto platforms like Google and Facebook and give us a review, because it's only through that feedback with our members and customers that we grow and learn and can become better for them. One thing we've learned from our members over the years is that convenience is key. That was one of the reasons why in 2018 we offered the option to be able to go online to vote for the board of directors. What better way to raise awareness about our products and services than building a community online? Because it's only through their feedback that we can continue growing and getting better for whatever the future holds.
– 2018 was a record year for GVEC Home. Specifically with our HVAC segment of our business, we had over a 47% increase in sales for new systems that we installed. We offer financing to our GVEC membership at terms as low as 0% and up to 5 years or 60 months. Add that monthly payment to your electric bill. So that's where the term on-bill financing comes from. And it makes the ease of the entire service from a loan, from a financing perspective, very easy for that member. As well, we had over 4,000 service calls that we ran in 2018, which was a record year for us as well in that segment of our business. So in all, 2018 was a very strong and successful year for GVEC Home. Electrician services were another area that we saw tremendous growth, with over $2 million in revenue generated by our electricians. That being a mile marker for us, we expect 2018 to be a jump-off point where we see phenomenal success and growth going ahead, offering those services to our membership. As well, in 2018, we rolled out a new operating system, Service Titan. It provides great opportunities for a GVEC Home to proactively reach out to our membership. We let them know exactly who's coming out. We send them a picture and a text message, and it says he'll be at your house in 16 minutes and that he's 11 miles away. And that provides a service that most folks aren't used to. Service Titan is a tool that allows us to provide that level of service to our membership, and we're proud of that.
Thinking bigger at GVEC actually starts with our business plan, and from that we are able to go through short-term lending using commercial paper, go long-term lending through different financial tactics, which opens the doors for millions of savings of interest for our members. GVEC makes it a point to maintain high credit ratings. With Standard & Poor's, we have a AA- rating, and with Fitch & Company, we've got an F1+ rating since 2015. And these top ratings are imperative to take advantage of money-saving strategies in behalf of our membership. GVEC's combined finances for 2018, which included GVEC, GVEC Home, GVEC.net, was as follows. Sales, $246,800,000. The expenses were $232,500,000. Margins for 2018 were $14.2 million before taxes and other income. The debt service coverage ratio was 3.08, while equity to asset ratio is 51.85%. These numbers are proof that thinking bigger makes different services available, such as fiber to the home, on-bill financing, and SunHub Community Solar Project possible to offer to members.
GVEC has never been afraid to carve its own path, especially when you compare us to a traditional cooperative. Being willing to take chances and to try new things, and we've seen that through these milestones that we've accomplished this last year. It's just a part of who we have become. I'm proud of our employees. I'm proud of the GVEC Board of Directors for thinking bigger, staying ahead of the curve so that we serve that bigger purpose, the purpose of improving the quality of lives of the people in the Guadalupe Valley.